classic fight last night. The end of a great trilogy, man. End of a great trilogy, and this fight ended exactly how I love for fights to end, and that's by knockout. Let some people get up in here because I know I haven't been live in about 8 months, so see if YouTube can send these notifications out. Get a few of you in here. Try to go back and forth. What you guys thought of the card? I thought the card was great. Renique 313 was good. Dimitri Khan, what's up, y'all? I've been coaching, man. I coach AAU basketball for both of my sons. So we've been living and breathing basketball, man. Practices pretty much every day, like literally. So right now we're headed to the game. My oldest son got 2 games, and my youngest son, I coach his team. We have 2 games, so that's where we're headed to the field house right now. It's like an AAU type of setting. So it's about 4 or 5 courts. Games going on simultaneously. But anyways, look, man, let's talk about last night. Now, yes, I didn't do a official prediction, okay? But for those of you that are new to the channel, feel free to go and surf through I don't know, like 4,000 videos I have. For those of you that are familiar with me, you guys heard me talk about these fights and fighters so many times, man. But I didn't do official prediction, all right? So I'm not here to say I got this right and that right. But I was on a lot of people's lives. Well, not a lot, but a few people's lives, like Blood Boxing. He did a video. What was it? What was the name of that video? Keep Bimbos Out of Boxing or something like that, where I left a message on his video giving my breakdown of the fights, and pick Anderson. Now I got the prediction wrong, right? Anderson won the fight, but I thought Tereshkin would give him a little, not necessarily problems, but make him work a little bit and be a little bit more savvy. But he was so out of shape, and he had been off for 2 years, man. And I know Tereshkin is a guy that likes to go, he's southpaw, but he'll go a little bit righty. But he just had no answer for Jared Anderson. Just too quick. He puts them together well. Anderson, just young, vibrant. I like what I see. I want to see him against Stephen Shaw. I think that'd be a really good American, well, not just American heavy, up and coming heavyweights, but just a good fight between some up and comers, just in the heavyweight division, period. But Anderson did what I thought he was going to do. I also picked Helenius to win again by stoppage, so I got that one right. Kownacki, man, his defense is non-existent, man, and I understand that that's his style. And I did see he did an interview saying that he was going to be moving his head a lot more going into his fight and be more patient. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, just looking at your style, Adam, like even from your amateur days until now, like you really don't have a be patient style. Now I guess you can still be a brawler and have a patient attack using the jab and the high guard and coming in, bobbing, weaving your head, but that's not really Adam, man. His thing is just mano a mano. Who got the biggest balls on fight night? Slugfest. That's what he does. So I was saying to myself, like, man, being patient. So what does that mean? You're going to sit there like a, like a painting, like a sitting duck and get clipped? Because you're not really great at moving your head. You're more at catching and then coming back, catch and shoot type of fighter. Not a make you miss and then counter guy. So but Helenius was looking like Larry Holmes out there with that jab, man. I know Helenius had, he was doing some work with Wilder. But man, once Helenius got that jab going, and like I said when I left that message on Blood's video, that Helenius already proved that he can stand up to Kownacki's onslaught, right? That's what he wants to do, is overwhelm you. Well, Helenius showed in the first fight that he can stand up to that. And in the first round, from the get-go, right, babe, from the get-go, Helenius showed Kownacki. I forgot what round the last fight ended in. Was it the 5th or 4th? Something like that? 4th? He's like, hey, well, this round 5. We picking right back up from last time. Take this jab in his right hand. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just worse this time. And then Adam did something uncharacteristic. He was getting hammered, man. So, and he never really got points taken away. But hey, man, you get put in a situation that you don't want to be in no more. Sometimes you start doing things that are unsavory, man. And he started purposely hitting low. One of them, a few of them looked like, because Helenius had his head down a little bit, but he was aiming. He was aiming low, man. He just didn't want no more of that. Yeah, he didn't. I think this blocked too, but he didn't want no more of that. So that went exactly how I thought it would go. As far as Adam coming back, I guess he could be, I think long gone are the days of him filling out that I forgot where it was, it the Barclays that he was filling out in New York and bringing his Polish fans. Maybe he can get one more.
Yeah, because he's from New York.
Maybe he can get a Krzysztof Zimnak. I don't know if Krzysztof Zimnak can still fight, but he's a Polish fighter. I don't know. Maybe get what's the other Polish guy that was with Parker now? Is you a go? Bring him out or something back out. I know he was doing MMA, but Kownacki, man, maybe like he maybe moved down to like fighting Jared Anderson now or something like that, man, like an up and comer like that. But just his defense is just non-existent, man. I mean, geez, you know.
He's defending with his face.
Yeah, he's pretty much catching every punch with his face. Bam, that one was done. Then also picked Sanchez by UD, and that went exactly how I thought. FA, man, I've seen him get outboxed numerous times. I've seen him get dropped. Even the fight that he won against Lago Kownacki, there were spots where he was just getting out quick, beat to the punch. Ali Demirezen was giving some trouble with his head movement, and I knew that would give him trouble in this fight. If I seen Demirezen and Kownacki and who was the other guy? Didn't Hernandez give him some problems when he fought the journeyman Hernandez? Some other guys I struggle. I can't think right now on top of my head, but even some other guys I've seen him struggle with, I knew Sanchez was going to be too much for him to deal with. Because I knew Sanchez has more than one way of beating him. I know he can come out and be aggressive, like I've seen Sanchez be, but then I've seen Sanchez be calm and use his quickness, his hand speed, his footwork. He just had, and then FA wasn't being aggressive enough, in my opinion, man. His corner was trying to get to him. They tried to do their best speech. They try to do their best. Dundee, Ali, Emmanuel Stewart, Lennox Lewis type of thing with him and tell him what he needed to do, and just they quit saying the technical stuff. They were just saying, man, you need to just throw your damn hands, man. Fuck all this. Take the left foot and put it here and duck under the. No, man, just fight. And and I know it's a lot, easier said than done. Sometimes a fighter, when you're in there, man, it's like, shit, I'm trying, man, but the dude ain't sitting still for me to, he's not cooperating with me. That's the look he had to his corner, like, look, I'm trying, man, but he's not cooperating. But it looked like, it just, at least optically, it looked like he could have gave a little bit more effort trying to put his foot in the gas, man. It just seems as if, from a fan's point of view, I'm not in there, right? But just like, if you're down on the cards and your corner's telling you, what's the use of just getting knocked out going for it, or just getting UD'd and letting the guy just coast? You know what I mean? But FA's offense was really slow. He's just a predictable guy. Strong, powerful, but just predictable. Doesn't have the fastest feet, doesn't have the fastest hands. Thought he could have worked his jab a little bit more and try to go to the body and slow Sanchez down. But Sanchez did a great job, man, evading punches, getting out of there, being slippery, countering when he had to, scored a knockdown. And that knockdown, I know people were saying, oh, his knee was on the ground. But if you look at it, sometimes fighters don't know. They're not looking, oh, where's his knee? Okay, they're just throwing punches. And then what was so funny is Jagba's knee touched the canvas, but then it came back up, and then that's when he got hit. So it went down, so I thought the ref kind of gave him some time. He didn't, but Sanchez just UD'd him, and that was pretty much easy work. And then Wilder and Fury. Now, again, I didn't do it. I'm going to get to you guys. I appreciate you guys showing up, man, but let me just get this off real quick. Yes, I didn't do an official prediction video, but if you guys been listening to me, man, after the second fight, I say he just has his number. And what I want as a fan and what my prediction would be, as far as if I was to put money on it, I have Fury by decision or late TKO, and it went just now. I did not expect for there to be, what was it, 5 knockdowns. I did not predict that. All right, but that was just a great classic fight, man. Wilder wanted to go out on his shield. He went out on his shield. So he wanted the fight to end. If it was going to go against what he wanted to end it the way he wanted it, on his watch. And he was blessed with that. But it was a great, us as fans was just blessed with a great fight, man. Fury got up. That second knockdown was like a little chopping shot, but I still think Fury was just in a daze and not all the way together after that first knockdown. But man, Fury is like his kryptonite, man, and this is why I thought he had his number. He just better at pretty much when it comes to dealing with Wilder. He's just better at everything. He has the better footwork, the better jab, the better boxing skills. Now look, if you put Wilder up against 40 guys and Fury up against 40 guys, 40 other fighters, the same fighters, Fury might not knock them out, right? But that doesn't matter. It just matters when both guys get in the ring. How do you deal with my power, though? Yeah, I might not be able to knock out Luis Ortiz in dramatic fashion, and I'm talking Fury, or I might not be able to knock out Artur Spilka in dramatic fashion. Well, shit, nowadays he probably will because Spilka's chin is gone. But you guys get what I'm saying. But the thing is, can you handle my power, though? And it just seemed from these 3 fights that both guys can hurt each other, right? There was 9 knockdowns in 3 fights. It's a classic trilogy, man. But when it comes to power between the two, Fury gets up from Wilder's power, and Wilder just, you know, he got up, you know, he got up twice. Well, and if you count the other fight 3 times, he's gotten up. So he's gotten up his fair share too. But just when it comes to just overall them dealing with each other, Fury power reigns over Wilder. And it's something about Wilder getting hit on that left side. He's starting to react, at least with Fury, he's starting to react differently when he gets hit on that left side of his face, man, his head. And these fights gonna take a lot out of him. This ain't no just move on to the next. You know, fights like this take a lot out of you, man. And these last 2 fights just that Deontay's been in, that's 5 knockdowns, y'all. That's 5 knockdowns. These motherfuckers been wars. You know what I'm saying? But just Fury just better than him in all aspects, man. And like I've been saying, I used to always put this on my videos, and I used to tell you guys, Fury's the most talented, Wilder's the most exciting, and I always thought AJ was the most like marketable, popular type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's been things that came out ranking the most popular athletes in the world, and Fury and Wilder have beat him out in those polls, all right? But just from my perception of the boxing fans, AJ just always seemed like the most popular of everybody, you know, regardless to what ESPN's polls said. You know what I mean? What else? This third fight, just like the second fight, Wilder came out jabbing to the body. Now, unlike the side, I have to run here in a second, guys, but unlike the second fight, Fury wasn't able to counter Wilder's jab to the body, because in that second fight, Fury kept doing it with his right hand over the top. Boom, right hand over the top of Wilder's jab to the body. And it seemed like after the second round, he kind of just said he was good with the jab to the body. He didn't want to do it no more. You know, so he kind of deviated from that. At least that's what it looked like. He kind of deviated from that and just was content with just you know, throwing haymakers. But I thought he did a better job of taking care of himself with all the grappling. Fury still got the best of it. See, that's what I'm saying. No matter how, Fury's just.
How many times did the ref warn him though?
Yeah.
Punch him behind the head and holding him down and put him in a headlock.
Right. My wife made a great point. Now that first warning, he gave Fury a stern warning, like knock it off, stop, and he gave us the impression like, damn, he might start taking points away. But he did it the whole fight. But look, man, that's like I always said, bro. When you go back and watch like Joe Louis and them fight, Larry Holmes and Foreman, like all them classic fights, everybody's getting headlocked, getting this part of the glove put in your face when you got somebody in the clinch, getting, you know, rubbing this across your face. You know, getting the forearm under the neck when they're breaking you and then hit you with an overhand right over the top. Guys following through with punches using their elbow. There's been rough tactics everywhere, man. The ref's over here, so a guy hits you with a right hand on your hip on this side of you so the ref won't see it. Like little, you know, shit like that's been around all the time. So I thought Wilder did a better job of dealing with it this third time around, but Fury was still able to punish him using that you know, rough house tactics, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna come back to this, man. But we just pulled up to the gym, got all day of basketball, man. Just want to give my quick opinion about the fight. Fury's the best heavyweight in the world. I've thought that. I was clear about that after the second Wilder fight, and I still think that. Now, shout out to Usyk. I haven't been able to do a video yet about Usyk and Joshua, so I'll get back to that. But this is just solely about what I saw last night. Great fight. Tyson Fury showed heart. Wilder showed some heart too. But Fury just showed the dude can do a plethora of things in there, man. If you get rough with him, he's not. That's what people are saying. You know, when Wilder gets respect, he's gonna back him up and make him. And I was hoping for that, but nah, man. His return to form is when you get rough with Fury, he gets rough with you. There is no running away. Like he'll start smothering you, grabbing you, headlocking you. That's what he reverts to. So maybe a guy now on styles, right? Just based on styles. Maybe a guy like Dillian White can drag him into that type of dog of fight. But on paper, obviously, I'm favoring Tyson Fury to dominate Dillian White. But I'm talking about just styles, okay? Just styles. Maybe somebody like White can get him into that. But if it's somebody that can't handle him mauling and brawling them, they're going to eventually get slowed down, and Fury gonna put them hands on you. Now, is Fury's this big, huge knockout puncher? No. But I keep telling people, dude, he is still 270 pounds. So he's not a knockout dude. This is a big dude trying to take your head clean off. You know what I mean? So this whole he's not a knockout puncher shit. Look, man, once somebody wears you down, saps you of your energy, and they're 270 pounds and they know how to throw a proper punch and got quick hands and hit you with shots you don't see, which are also deadly power punches,
You get knocked out.
you get knocked out. You know what I mean? So shout out to Tyson Fury, the #1 heavyweight in the world. Yes, I know Usyk beat Joshua. I'll do videos about that. Shouts out to all of you, man. I can't get to everybody. Tone Bangers, Bruce Goes, man, Seen and Unseen Boxing, Rory Tabori, Aero HL, War Jones. Just shouts out to all of you, man. Dunks on me. I'm gonna try to come back. BG London, Leo Donald. Try to come back later, talk some boxing, man. But until then, y'all be easy. I'm gone.
Come on, guys.